All right, so right there. Rob Manfred is pushing for salary cap, and players are skeptical. And I wrote out, you can't spell salary cap without STRIKE. That spells strike, in case you guys needed a little assistance there. Players do not like the concept of caps, right? Baseball players, they don't like it. I understand that that's probably where the game could move, but there is going to be so much damn pushback because you know what? I think the system in baseball is flawed. I think the system to have guys go through so much arbitration to sit there and yeah, you're making good money and nobody out there is going to feel bad about a player making $750,000 at minimum per year, right? That's pretty nice. Can get you a lot of flexibility. But if you're one of the best players, you have to wait to get through this time period. So I think if we are ever going to see a salary cap, a couple things have to happen here. All right. Number one, there has to be a floor. I think you're going to have to see a floor be put of money that has to be spent for players. That's number one. Number two, you have to see a different way to change arbitration. Like Brian Baker is going to be a free agent at 34. He's got to go through 3 more years of arbitration. Think about that. Like Cedric Mullins, he felt like he's been in Baltimore for 25 years, but he's got to wait until next year to be a free agent. He's 31, right? So if you're going to change into a salary cap, you're going to have to change this whole arbitration thing because the whole thing of keeping guys for an extra year, their value, X, Y, and Z, that's why players are like, well, hey, bullshit, I'm not going to accept the salary cap because of those reasons, right? And I hope that makes sense, you know? Does that make sense a little bit? And I get it. You know, I know smaller markets suffer, and I get that. I think with this conversation, and again, like this is why you want a salary cap, baseball is going to have to get rid of arbitration. Baseball is going to have to add a floor because guys are sitting there going, I want all of my damn money that I can because in a heartbeat, you've proven to me that I got to stay X amount of years just to hit that payday. So I don't blame anyone that goes out there like Tony Tater's chasing 5 years, 90 mil. I don't blame him because that dude got paid. And in the year that he's having right now and being injured, that value just plummeted, right? It didn't matter what he did 3 years ago or for the last 3 years being the most consistent hitter out there, right? So that's just the way the cookie crumbles there. Yeah, Brad. And I know you're not here on right now, but hey, how you doing? Brad Smith, friend of the show, friend of the program, part of the show, part of the program, co-founder of the show, part of the program. But yeah, you know, arbitration would have sucked for you had you been called up at 29. Yeah, like if I made the big leagues and I got up there, woof, man. Like, again, you're grateful for the opportunities. Don't get me wrong. Like, no one's going to complain about the money. But when we're talking about players, of why guys hold out for longer, or people can look at Boris as this guy, well, I'm going to try to get the biggest deal. Well, he's known for that reputation. But two, guys are sitting there hoping to get the one big deal. And it doesn't play out fairly. I don't like that. I don't like that you're paying for what guys did, not what they could do. And when you look at the massive deals that guys signed, I mean, Aaron Judge is the one guy that's paying off on his massive contract. Blake Snell just signed a 5-year, $182 million deal, and he's hurt. So one of those years is going to be washed away for what he accomplished, not as an LA Dodger. So that's just my point. You know, and it's like, yes, the whole system is just broken. It's a broken system. And that's why we're having these discussions. And that's why I'm getting a little heated, or maybe I'm just a little hot in here. Gosh, it's hot out here, but I wanted to put a little Nelly reference because I'm a huge Nelly guy, huge Ludacris Nelly. That 2000s hip hop time was something else. You had to be there. And I think the thing that kills me is like Zach was like barely out the womb when those songs came out. So that's just what it is. And John, I'm with you. I think a strike's coming. It's going to happen. Because you know what? Here's another thing. Guy like my man Gavin Sheets, which apparently they call him Dairy Bonds out there. Shout out Gavin. Minimum deal, minor league deal going into camp, has a career year. Gavin's going to want to try to cash in, and you know what? He should. He should. I think it would change a lot. And you know what? I think if MLB changed its arbitration policies, I think the front offices would act differently with their young stars. I really do. I think that they would evaluate about trying to extend them early to try to give them more space. But there's got to be a floor. There's got to be an understanding. And that's the part where we're kind of stuck after it. And yeah, so Joe, like the ARB years, it's essentially how much time you have to accumulate to get to that point, right? So like Cedric Mullins debuted in 2018. So I got to go back to Cedi's initial deal to give an example. And it is hot. The sun is out. We're having a good time. Cedi debuted in, I want to get a visual breakdown. I don't want a 1 year. I want the breakdown of the breakdown. Can we go back in time? He's pre-arbitration set in 2018 and 2019. And then 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. He avoided arbitration this year, and he's an unrestricted free agent in 26. So it's just the timing of it just off. You know, it's just off. And so I don't blame teams, by the way. It's just sitting here going like, well, damn, what do I want to give this young player all this money just for it not to work out? The one I'm talking about, Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners, one of the most toolsy talented guys. He signed that big extension early. Can't say he's fully lived up to it. He's an all-star again, which I know that's got some people feeling some type of way. But, you know, that's the risk that you run with guys that you're trying to extend. So that's one topic I wanted to get on because I thought it was important. And I think we hit the nail on it. I think you guys know where I'm coming from now. And if you don't, well, that's just too damn bad. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it. But what I do mean is if you guys can hit that like and subscribe button, Ryan Ripken Show, hit that like and subscribe button. We're live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. I see the Facebook